because I am bringing Fit Friday back. A lot of you guys have been requesting it, and today I've got a meal inspiration type of video. I'm gonna be sharing with you some of my favorite meals, healthy meals that I've cooked in recent times, and hopefully this is a source of inspiration for you. Hope you get some great ideas from this video. Let us get started. So this morning I felt like something really fruity, and I made myself a fruit salad. Here is the pile of discarded peels. So it's 2 oranges, 2 bananas, and then 2 thick slices of pineapple, fresh pineapple, and then I put in some blueberries as well, and I just added a little bit of lemon juice just so it doesn't go brown, and a little bit of cinnamon. I love cinnamon in fruit salad. And here I'm just soaking up some muesli right now, just to soften it up. I'm using this one. This is the Alnatura Beeren muesli, so it's like a berry muesli. So this is not like granola because it's actually not baked, as you can see. It's just like different mix of whole grains and oats and nuts and seeds, and these dried berries are in there. And then I just put a dash of either orange juice. I don't have any orange juice right now, so I just added a dash of milk. And this on the top, this brown stuff, is cinnamon. So now I've added in some yogurt, just some plain unsweetened yogurt, and then some of the fruit salad, and gave that a mix around, and then this is what it looks like. It's super yummy. And then I'm also having just a tea for breakfast. And I'm having this one, the Twinings orange and cinnamon tea. So this morning for breakfast, I have some tea, and then I have some homemade banana oat muffins. And I like to make these myself because then I can really control, you know, all the ingredients I put in them, of course. And what I like to do is I like to make them with a mixture of oats and whole wheat flour. Much healthier with the oats also. It's kind of like almost like a breakfast kind of muffin. And then I put bananas in them, and then I like to use stevia instead of sugar, and applesauce instead of oil. Much more low calorie than regular muffins, which are actually like really calorie dense. So this is the inside of my banana bran or banana oat muffins, I guess. And I don't know if you can tell, but they're like really moist and they're really nice. As they're not so calorie dense, and I know they're filled with like good wholesome ingredients, I can really eat more than just one. And they're actually fairly small, I mean, if you look at them. So, and then I've got my tea, and today I've got a lapsam souchong tea, which is like a smoked Chinese tea that I love. I've got 2 sunny side up eggs. Like, oh, your yolks are already broken, I can tell. And then I've got some feta cheese on there, and then some mushrooms and tomatoes, which I just stir fried and put those on top, and that is going to be breakfast. And I think I'll just put a little bit of hot sauce on top of that. Good morning. I have a mug of tea, unsweetened, black tea, green tea, lavender petals, and rose petals. Really liking that. And then I've got 2 slices of whole grain bread. Looks like this. I don't know if you can see, it's really sort of super whole grain bread, and this has pumpkin seeds in it. And then one has just plain cream cheese on it with a reduced calorie marmalade or jam. This is blueberries, and it has 40% less sugar than regular jam, so it's just a little bit less calorie dense. And then I've got another slice, which is a little bit of butter and seasoning, and then I've got a 5-minute soft boiled egg. And dip it into the soft yolk of the egg. Time for a smoothie. So basically this is my lunch today. It is 3 bananas and a handful of frozen strawberries, and then I put in a scoop of this protein powder. So just 1 scoop of that, so it's just a protein powder, and some ice cubes and water, and that is lunch. All right, so this is my lunch. I've got some lettuce, I got some quinoa, tomato, roasted beets, and roasted pumpkin, which I did that last night, and had some leftovers. There's a little bit of feta cheese on here, just a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar, and just toss that, and that is gonna be lunch. I didn't really have much left except for frozen stuff, so I had some prawns and some green beans and peas in my freezer, so I just fried those up. And then I didn't actually have any soy sauce left, so I used one of these cubes of homemade pesto. I made this in the summer with my basil, so I put that in ice cube trays. It's homemade pesto, and I just put 1 cube on there and mix that up, so it's kind of like a pesto prawn green vegetable dish. So this is my lunch today. I've got a salad with mixed greens. There's some lamb's lettuce in here and regular lettuce. And then I've got some tomatoes and a bunch of chickpeas, which I love. And I just dressed it with some balsamic vinegar, olive oil. And then I also made myself a smoothie. And this is 2 bananas, some raspberries and an orange, a little bit of yogurt and water just to thin it down. So here's dinner tonight. I've got a giant salad. There's kale on the bottom, lamb's lettuce, pineapple, corn, tomatoes, feta, oh yeah, spring onion. So I'm gonna mix that around, and then we've got some chicken as well. So here's that salad, what it looks like when it's all mixed up, and then I've got some chicken with it on the side. Dinner for tonight. Ooh, does not look so juicy. So this is for dinner tonight. I made a big sort of Greek-inspired salad. There's cucumbers and tomatoes in here and lots of spring onion. And then I put in some feta cheese and these brown things that you see. Those are chickpeas, which I love. And then there's a lot of parsley in here. And then the dressing is just the juice of a lemon and olive oil and salt and pepper. And just mix that around, and I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. Look how fresh and crispy it looks. I was just in the mood for something really fresh. So tonight we're having really yummy fish tacos. We're making it with salmon, which we just bake. And then we have some red cabbage, shredded up. I love red cabbage. And then we have homemade salsa yogurt. So there's yogurt in here, a little bit of low-fat mayonnaise, and what else did I put in? Capers and radish. All right, so here is the fish taco before I roll it up with all the ingredients on, and it's so nice and crunchy with the cabbage. I'm gonna roll that up. It's on a whole wheat tortilla. All right, so here is dinner today. There's a nice salad here, and this is tomato, cucumber, avocado, chickpeas, apple, and a little bit of feta cheese, and then the dressing is just a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, and hot sauce, and salt and pepper. Toss that, and the creaminess that you can see here is mainly from the avocado. It's like half an avocado, and then I've got a few meatballs here. These are just beef, lean beef, and I just put some spices on those, and that is it. So this is what we're having for dinner tonight. It's a roasted platter. So here we've got roasted Mediterranean veggies, and these are 3 different kinds of bell peppers, like the yellow ones, red and green, and then a zucchini and some onion. And then there's a little bit of balsamic vinegar and feta cheese in here. And then this is a mix of potatoes. So this is just regular potatoes, sweet potatoes, and beets, red beets. And then also just tossed that with a little bit of olive oil and roasted that. And that is tonight's vegetarian dinner. I really hope you enjoyed this edition of Fit Friday, and let me know in the comments what kind of topics you want to see discussed in Fit Fridays, like if you want me to do a particular video or something. I would love your feedback. Make sure you're also subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss out, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye everyone.